Well, thank you for this opportunity this morning to speak to this group of really inspiring journalists. They had brilliant questions for me. I really stressed to them three things. Somebody like me, an official, a diplomat, part of the international community, the first thing I do in the morning, get up and listen to independent, professional, impartial news providers. That's how I start my day and form my opinions that will guide me during the day. I said to them, I am really, like so many others in my profession, a news junkie. There also is another aspect that I stress to them. They have, I think, a historic responsibility, an absolutely pivotal role. I spoke various times about the backbone that good journalism can be and must be to a society like that of Libya in a very difficult transition. They are part of actually building a just society where you have institutions that become really like we are used in our Western democracies. The state, the institutions, our system of checks and balances like an umpire of resource issues and power issues we have in our societies. Of course, we build it up over a long time, but here I think the Libyans do not have this time, and journalists can play a crucial role in bringing the nation together, but also making sure that institutions are being built up that are under their watch and that are being helped in achieving the goals I just spoke about. But then there's another aspect, and that's, I think, a deeply human one that motivates me here as still a fairly new head of delegation to Libya, and that is the aspect of Libya as a country and as a nation. It has not been in the limelight. It has been for a long time far away from perhaps the otherwise so frequent and omnipresent tourism we have in this part of this very beautiful part of the world, and where they now should act in a very, I would say, in a very energetic way to take up the story of their country, the story of the lives of the Libyans, of this generation, but also of the younger ones, and also of the older ones, those who have actually lived under a very different system. We need in the West for this story to become a life story about the fates, about the aspirations, about how Libyans see the world, what they expect from the world, and how they themselves want to build a different and new society. Let you give me just one example. The other day, when you speak about, aspirations of the youth, that remains pretty sort of opaque unless you say, we offered as EU a course on practical business learning, internet mediated, and we opened a platform for applications. In 24 hours there were 1,500 demands. Now there are 800 who are enrolled. These are all young aspiring entrepreneurs. They will have probably a difficult journey, but that is something they share with entrepreneurs all around the world. But they have just the same drive and positive energy as anybody else who has a great idea and says, tomorrow I make it happen, and I will now acquire the skills to do so. So that's really what I wanted to transmit to the journalists, that they have an important role in giving a color to their country and giving a voice to their people, because we haven't heard that quite enough. And that is the reason why the course they are attending here and the many others efforts that are being made to build up professional journalism is so immensely important, perhaps much more than in any other place, considering Libya's recent history.
Thank you.